Now guys, I hate to say it, but I feel like 2023 is going to be the worst year, at least for creators, because we're just 15 days in and content creators everywhere, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or even TikTok, has been being screwed over in every way imaginable. The primary thing everyone has been talking about, at least on this platform, is the fact that YouTube's policy has changed and you basically can't swear at all or you'll just get demonetized. But the automatic system functions so bad that even some family-friendly YouTubers have been getting videos removed and age restricted when they never cursed a day in their lives, at least on this website. But I don't want to get into YouTube problems, just an example on how bad creators got it now, because this time it's happening with something I never even thought would be a problem, and that something is Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, it's probably the most popular game in the world, especially right now. The tabletop RPG has been gaining much more attention now, thanks to all the creators promoting this game. Like, it's been around probably before you and me were even born. It came out in 1974, and over the last 49 years, the game has evolved so much. Like, back then people used to get made fun of for playing this, and now everyone's all over it. Whether you're playing the game or interested in the movie and shows that's coming out, or even now, a lot of people have been getting into it because of shows like Stranger Things exposing them to it. D&D has definitely grown far larger, especially towards the youth over the last few years. So that's good, but here's the thing. The bad thing about this growth is the fact that the company who owns D&D, Hasbro, since they own Wizards of the Coast of course, starts to come at creators who have made a career off Dungeons and Dragons for decades now, because they want some of their money they made off of making content on the game, just because their damn stock price dropped over 40%. So they're coming after Dungeons and Dragons because they see all this money being made within the community, from Kickstarters, Patreons, Twitch streams, etc., and believe that independent publishers and content creators owe them money now, since they want to cut to better their business overall. So they ended up changing their open game license so that independent publishers and content creators have to report financial gains directly to the Wizards of the Coast company, so that of course they can look over how much they're making and take a cut, which in most instances is about 25%, especially if you're making over 7,500,000, and personally I think that's a bit too much. In that case, it sort of makes sense. I mean, 25% of 7,500,000 is just 187,000, so it's not that much, but it kind of seems unfair since the creator's doing most of the work and they're not sponsoring them or anything. I wish they would have came up with some sort of support or creator program like Epic Games, since they're so mad that people are covering their product and using it. That way, whatever they make, they just take like 5% instead of a whopping 25%. I know it's a completely different category, but I mean, we're talking about total gains from Kickstarter projects to promotional videos compared to in-game currency, and Epic Games Store purchases cuts. So it's completely different, but hear me out. The support creator program Epic Games has was very revolutionary. I mean, it worked well. They were able to partner with creators instead of just forcing them to pay a fee after the peak period of the game and their career started, and nobody had a problem with their cuts, because when they got paid out, it wasn't that much. So maybe Wizards of the Coast should have came up with something like that, not just say, hey, our company's doing bad and you promote our products and make money off promoting them, so we're gonna take part of your money for now on because we need money now. So of course this change has caused a large amount of controversy in the community, with some people saying, including some creators, that they're actually quitting Dungeons and Dragons for good, because what's the point of working hard on all these projects and videos and whatnot only for the company to take a massive cut? Some people weren't even making enough money already, just a few bucks off a hobby they loved for decades, and share the same passion for the game with thousands of other people. So this new OGL has been really inconvenient for them, so a lot of people are quitting the game and they think it's not worth their time, and a lot of people who get their living off of D&D are freaking out because now they won't even have enough money to pay for their bills, and that's why a lot of creators are getting hurt by this change, and a lot of fans are joining them, refusing to support the company until they fix this mess up. And turns out this revolt worked. After all the backlash, the creators of Dungeons and Dragons decided to back off with the OGL changes because this change was causing a complete meltdown in the community, and they were scared they were gonna lose it all, since yes, they weren't getting a cut from whatever all these creators were making, but their community still made the money since everyone was buying their products like the rule books, the actual game merch, etc., and them trying to be greedy, they were about to lose it all. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't even end here, because even after they decided not to go through with this new OGL changes immediately, because it's still happening, but they just want to take in feedback from the community and then push out the changes. But they were being really petty and came out with a statement going over the whole situation, basically saying thank you for supporting our game and being very blunt about the changes, and it felt very wholesome until you get to the end. The statement reads, a couple of last thoughts. First, we won't be able to release the new OGL because we need to make sure we get it right, but it's still coming. Second, you're going to hear people say that they won and we lost because making your voices heard forced us to change our plans. Those people will only be half right. They won and so did we, which is like so petty, man. Like, they really are mad at everyone pressuring them to change their evil plans to take cuts from every creator in the community. You don't see any other company doing this, man, because they already know that these creators, although they're making money off their products, they're still promoting it, which is obviously going to make you a hell of a lot lot more money. So they should be grateful, and if anything, work with them, not against them. So your stock is down, you're losing money, so what? Why would you come after your most valuable assets and almost ruin everything you got just for the sake of being money hungry? I say the best approach to this is to partner with these creators and not be so out of touch. Work with them on projects, like collab with them on your games, sponsor their projects, Kickstarter, streams. Really give them love, because in the end, they're doing most of the work. They're exposing a new person every day to your product. Not be petty and change the entire game license and make your entire community turn against you and potentially lose thousands or even millions of consumers. Just that part of the entire statement got the entire community even more heated. They like eased down from the entire tension and they made everyone come back. But because they couldn't admit to their mistakes and accept defeat, everyone just switched up on them again. They should have just been the bigger person. They really just diminished the quality of the apology. Like everything they meant in the statement at the end, it just ruined everything and completely embarrassed themselves. They're so out of touch. They should learn how the online world operates, because you can't just change a license to get money out of people who make content around your game. Doing so just makes people want to back away from it, which in the end is going to hurt your company more. And because of this whole thing, they're just in bad standing still. They almost recovered if they didn't say that last bit. And now creators are turning against them and they're saying not to support D&D anymore because of Hasbro. Streamers feel demotivated now to play the game since they'll just ask for a cut on top of the cut that Twitch takes out from revenue. It's like their own personal tax and it's just not worth the hassle. And it's sad that this game that's been around for this long is going through this much, all because the giants at the top want more. They were really about to kill their franchise that's been going on even longer than them, just for the sake of more money. I hope they learn that everything is not money driven. Clearly they have no passion or love for the consumers or the product, and I really do hope they do better, especially with the changes they plan on doing, since once again the OGL changes are coming soon. They're the real villains of the entire game, the actual bosses. It was just insane that they said that, man. It was like they won the jackpot or something. Like, you think you won? We won too. We're just gonna get your money. But no joke at all, this whole thing really hurts creators more, man. Don't be surprised if you see a decrease in D&D content. But yeah, I just wanted to talk on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Really random video, you know, I don't really talk about stuff like this, but it caught my interest because once again, another thing that's hurting creators, man. 2023 is off to a rough start. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Stay blue.